Hello, fellow aspirants. This is Aditya Sharma again here with a new set of current affairs. The date 13th October. So the first news here is about the recent train accident which has been there in Mysore Darbhanga Express near Chennai. So um, there were no casualties as of now, but there has been injuries. And one of the most effective which has called the effective thing which has been reported is use of LBH coaches have which have a property or a pro that they don't climb over each other. So that has led to less casualties or less injuries, but yet the signal failures, the track alignments are still issues. The track management is still an issue because as there are various train accidents in the recent 2 to 3 months, and this was the first article. The next article is about a Rath Yatra where Jambu Savari, which is known as Jambu Savari, and the elephant Abhimanyu is carrying goddess Samdeshwari in Mysore, which is this is a photo of it. Now, India is not a signatory of one which has been signed by 104 nations against Israel for banning a UN Secretary General to Israel. India was notably excluded from letters signed by 104 countries, including Europe and African countries, as well as the Global South, that condemned Israel from banning United Nations Secretary General from entering the Israeli territory. The resolution has been brought by Chile supported by Brazil and various other countries, and it has the Israel's action has led to uh, has led to dismissal of the superiority of UN. The UN and its mission and its leadership is being questioned. But as UN secretary was carrying out why he was traveling to Israel just to carry out mandate include mediating conflicts and provide humanitarian support. This move has been there because the UN did not condemn the Iran's action on Israel, where hundreds of missiles has been showered towards the Israel. So hence Israel has made this move. Now the next article is about the stubble burning. The central government's Commission of Air Quality Management has empowered district magistrate to take legal actions against the official failing to enforce restriction on stubble burning in Delhi. Stubble burning has been a major issue in the winter season also, and has led to air pollution in Delhi and NCR region. Uh, they the they have employed various techniques, and has an aim to eliminate all the unsustainable agriculture practices. There has been also talks about formation of paddy stubble management cell in Chandigarh in the harvesting season that will help you to employ machineries for as a replacement of stubble burning. The next article is about the sickle cell anemia and how Chhattisgarh has been tackling this sickle cell anemia because Chhattisgarh has major tribal population. And uh, what is sickle cell anemia? First of all, a genetic disorder that causes red blood cell to become rigid and sickle shape, a shape of a sickle, which can block blood flow and lead to health complications. Over 60% of the district population of Chhattisgarh has two communities, Pahadi Korwa and Bihor. That those are particular vulnerable tribes, and they have been uh, badly affected by sickle cell anemia. And the drug which is used in sickle cell anemia is hydroxyurea, and that help reduces reduce the need of blood transfusion. The sickle cell anemia elimination mission has been pronounced or has been given by PM Narendra Modi at schedule in 2023, and to make sickle cell anemia free India by 2047. There has been strategy of last mile connectivity to provide healthcare, peer-to-peer support, and also include some NGOs and the there has been a district called as uh, Surguja, which has been effective in implementing these strategies, and has performed has performed effectively in managing sickle cell anemia. And the sickle cell anemia remain undetected in especially the remote areas, which is tribal areas. Then this leads to chance of transmission and lack of treatment. So that this is about this article, and now the next article is about this is what I was telling you. The impact of collision was similar to the Shalimar Chennai Coromandel Express, which has taken place in Balsor, Odisha, where 290 people have died, but the LBH coaches, which has anti-climbing feature to prevent them from mounting over each other, has actually helped in reducing these casualties. So this is what the LBH stand for Lincoln Hofsman Bush. Okay, so LBH you have to remember this if it's come in if it comes in prelim. So the Naga tribe, there has been demand for autonomousity of six districts in the Nagaland, and it has been propagated by Eastern Nagaland People Organization, which composed of six districts: Kaipar, Longyeon, Mon, Noklak, Chamtor, and Tungsang. So this has been there because there has been allegations by these districts that they are left behind from the developmental goals, and hence they need autonomicity. These are the actually these are the areas which border with Myanmar. So this is there. So if there is a question, Eastern Nagaland People Organization, so you can answer the question. Now the next Now the next article is about yeah, this is what I was saying. Jambu Savari, uh, the goddess is placed over the elephant and makes and then there is a Rath Yatra kind of thing. Now there has been infrastructure projects by BRO. There has been in the northeast Rajasthan and not the bordering areas in the defense sector, and that has promoted Atmanirbhar Bharat and various other programs. This is about this article. Now the next article is about the India has supported a joint statement by 34 countries to that protect the interest of United Nations interim force in Lebanon, which is deployed. India, though, do not have participants from India, but these are the forces which are peacekeepers, and they are being affected, and their condition is deteriorating on the blue line. Blue line is the area which is marked by Israel and Lebanon by Golan Heights. That is the area which is known as blue line. Now the next article is about the use of contraceptive. The CDSCO, there has been no change in status quo regarding sales and distribution of emergency contraceptive pills such as IPL, Unwanted 72, and they can be sold over the counter without prescription. The CDSO has said the Stetromon and ethimedistrol, sorry for my pronunciation, are under Schedule H of this drug rule, meaning that they can be sold on doctor's prescription only. Manufacturers will be required to mention caution on the label as to be sold by retail on the prescription of registered medical practitioner only. So if there is a question, Schedule H drugs are these things. They can be only sold with the prescription only. Now, the next article is about this article is important real wage growth. So the Indian worker real wage grew up, the workers grew up by 0.7%, but this has been long, the base effect has been very poor, and it has been contracting since 24 quarters for at 1.6%, and now it has grown up, and this is not that much effective, but it has grown up. This has accompanied the the recent periodic labor force survey has said that the there has been deterioration in the quality of job over the last past year, when India RA noting that this India RA is INDRA is the rating agency, noting that the proportion of self-employed workers increased to the highest level of 57.7% of the workforce in quarter one, and even as the proportion of casual workers declined to the lowest of 19%. This suggested a PLF PLF periodic labor force survey suggested that job created are not of supreme quality. The salary proportion has remained stagnant, though there has been growth in GDP, but the employment rate and the employment wage rate has been constant. There has been the urban employment has been constant. I mean, the urban uh, what do we say? The urban wage rate has been constant. The improvement in real wage rate would provide, if there is improvement, it will impact us to personal consumption demand of household. This assumes that significance as urban consumption is seen to be weakening in the healthy, even in the healthy monsoon. And there has been there has been there has been decrease in the urban consumption due to inflation and other resources and other reasons. And even though the monsoon was low on was good on this years, but yet the consumption has not increased. And this is an outline. And now there has been internship program, as we have seen it as an Aadhaar based registration. It has a Aadhaar based registration system where pminternship.mca.government.in is a new site for enrolling in an internship. It's an year-long internship provided by various industries. Now the T board aims to double the exports. The It targets to 400 million kg by 2047 for about 230 million kg as of now. The India is the largest producer of tea at it produces 1,350 million kg, contributing to 24% of the world tea production, and is fourth largest producer with about 12% share. The vision is to sustain the production share and improve exports with the value addition for better price realization. The Indian garments exports to fuel the textile sector expansion. The Indian textile sector will witness a significant expansion with an 11% year-on-year growth in ready-made garment because of the turmoils in Bangladesh. This has seen a growth in Indian textile industry, and there has been various schemes such as PM Mitra scheme, which would lead to establishment of seven parks, which would attract investment of 10,000 crores. There has been promotion of PM Mega Integrated Textile Regions and Apparel Parks, which is a production link investment scheme, production link incentive scheme. In next 3 to 5 years, a scheme like National Technical Textile Mission are expected to help India acquire leadership in possible emerging sector such as textile sector. So this is about this article. There Now there has been another article about space satellites. The XD Link Space Labs, an Indian space technology startup that develops nano and micro satellites with hosted payload option, has announced launch of five more satellites by 2025. They have recently launched in 2023, and they are working on multiple payloads, and the cost of production has also reduced by 60%, and they have been attracting various international countries, their international organization countries such as Philippines, Taiwan, Kenya, UAE, and there are other Asian and African countries also. So uh, they are launching. They have this category 10 kg to 150 kg. They would be launching it. So this is about it. Now the next article is about the toothbrushes and shower heads we use. The they contains variety of viruses, but these viruses are not for not to harm individuals or the humans, but they are bacteriophagus. That is, they affect the bacteria. So, um, so this has been highlighted in the recent research, that these bacteria, so these viruses actually attack bacteria, and they are helpful in uh, producing antibiotics against these bacteria, and hence it could be effective in bacterial fights which are faced by humans. And hence there was an operation which was casually named as Operation Potty Mouth, and this is because there are various viruses in these common usables such as toothbrushes, shower heads, and etc. The Mycobacteria page uh, infect Mycobacteria, a pathogen. They also affect mycobacteria. Mycobacteria causes tuberculosis, chronic lung infection, and these things. So rather than bleaching it or rather than bleaching these equipments, there should be a normal wash on on the components such as shower heads, and we can use plain soap. So because this bleaching would lead to dying of these viruses, and then the bacterial growth will increase. So that is about this article. The next part is about mm, the myths about deficiency of protein. There has been various articles which I have been highlighting also, and there has been constant uprising of protein deficiency. India has protein deficiency. India should concentrate on nutrient deficient, and hence there has been perspective of which is given that the NSS analysis analyzed the household food intake, found that found that the risk of protein deficiency in India is low in adults and non-existent in younger age. So there is not national sample survey. NSS is national sample survey. So particularly, though protein is a critical limiting factor for physical growth, but India does not suffer from it. India has normal protein diet which is there, and there has been a ratio which is the what studies how do they studies, there is a ratio of protein to energy ratio which varies according to age. The active person needs more energy than protein, and the lazy person needs more protein than the energy. So hence this is a recommended PER is 1 gram per kg per day, while an energy requirement is 80 kilocalories per day per kg. So the PER requirement rising for about 9% in active adulthood and up to 12% in inactive elderly need more protein. Energy requirements of the active people increases, thus lowering the PER requirement. In older sedentary people, so they need the energy requirement are low, so they need to eat less but higher protein diets. The high quality mixed meal is adequate to meet the increase increase energy and protein needs after exercising. Now the next article is about the OROV virus, which has been found in found in a person from Cuba, and it has originated in Brazil, and it has led to various speculations about how it is similar to Zika virus. And the problem is with the blood and with the serum, there has been also presence of virus in the human semen, which has caused risk to pregnancies, and hence it is problematic, and the research is going on. So That is about it. There is no mention of the antibiotic which has to be given, but this is about the this is conveyed by midges and culex mosquitoes, and this is about this article on the greening of Antarctica. Antarctica uh, has been warming at a faster rate due to extreme heat events in Antarctica, and there has been greening of Antarctica. And recently, Antarctica has seen a growing trend in greening, which has covered 12 square kilometers around Antarctica, which support vegetation. Though previously it did not support any vegetation, but the recent escalation in the climate change has led to melting of ice and hence led to soil formation, vegetation development, and all the other things. Now there are these three articles. Uh, I'll I'll discuss the chemistry one, and these two articles I'll research more and then tell you in easier words. One is the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, which has been given for their work on computational protein design and by Demis and John for developing technology to predict structure of protein. So protein research has two components: design and structure. The proteins are formed by amino acids, and the amino acids are responsible for biochemical reaction, move molecule across biological membrane, control muscle contraction, and also control our heartbeat, help cell communicate to perform their task. Uh, these are the functions of amino acids, and there has been research going on as in 2022 Baker team developed an antiviral nasal spray to treat COVID-19 at its heart, where protein the team designed using computational method to stick to the vulnerable sites on the viral surface and target the spike protein. There has been researches such as AlphaFold. What is AlphaFold? AlphaFold is a deep learning model which develops the protein structure. There has been three AlphaFolds, one, two, and three. The three can predict the structure of various protein and how two proteins and or a protein and another molecule might interact. These models are capable of deducing the 3D shape of most of the protein in matter of hours. So this is how AI helps in or deep learning helps in protein development. Hmm. Rosetta was designed. Rosetta is another one design tool. Rosetta was designed to be a general program both for protein structure prediction and design, and it is continuously being developed since the inception with a large cadre of users and co-developers. And hence, as I've told, that it has been implied in COVID-19 nasal nasal sprays. The team involving Baker has also designed new enzyme to support organic chemistry reaction of commercial value, including the Abdol reaction and Dairy's Adel reaction. So this is about this article. Now these two articles I have discussed in previous lectures, but I'll simplify it and I'll explain it again in two different videos rather than compacting it into one video, and then I'll discuss it. Now mm, there has been one another article which is there. The Chinese naval fleet has docked for 4 days in in the Bangladesh, and Bangladesh has comprehensive strategic partnership with China, and which has been a worrying thing. On Saturday, the Chinese planned Task Group 83 reached the Chittagong port, aims fanfare as Chinese and Bangladesh national flags had been foisted. The last article which I would like to discuss is about the water chestnuts from the Wular Lake in Bandipora in in northern Kashmir. Uh, these photos you can see. So if there is a question about can chestnuts be grown in Buller Lake? Yes, it can be grown in. It is a marble shaped, as you can see in the photos. And this is the thing. This is the thing for today. I'll discuss these two articles separately about the AI, the Nobel Prize in AI, sorry, in physics, and the Nobel Prize in physiology. So thank you for listening, and hope you have a great day.